If you're a fan of bold and expressive art, come check out my Patreon. For just $1, you'll get exclusive access to artwork that I don't share anywhere else. Click the link in the video description to dive into my daring creations and unique artistic style. Pope Leo XIV has condemned the ongoing conflict in Gaza, denouncing the barbarity of the war and the indiscriminate use of force. This condemnation follows the horrifying revelation from Gaza's health ministry. At least 73 Palestinians, seeking desperately needed food, perished while queuing for aid. The Hamas-run ministry reported that the victims were killed in various locations across northern Gaza, with 67 succumbing to Israeli fire while awaiting UN aid trucks at the Zekim crossing. The Israeli military has yet to offer a statement. Adding to the grim picture, the director of Al-Shifa Hospital reported receiving 48 fatalities and 150 wounded, all injured while seeking aid at the same crossing. The exact cause of these casualties remains unclear, with possibilities ranging from Israeli army fire to attacks by armed groups, or a combination of both. Even before these harrowing details emerged, the Pope, speaking at his summer residence, Castel Gandolfo, called for an immediate end to the hostilities and a swift, peaceful resolution to the conflict. His anguish extends to the recent Israeli strike on Gaza's sole Catholic church, an act which claimed 3 lives and wounded 10, including the parish priest, a man who maintained daily contact with the late Pope Francis. Israel has expressed deep sorrow and launched an investigation into the attack on the church, which served as shelter for approximately 600 displaced individuals, mostly children, many with special needs. The Pope described this incident as further evidence of ongoing attacks against civilians and places of worship. His plea to the international community is stark: uphold humanitarian law, protect civilians, and prohibit collective punishment, indiscriminate force, and forced displacement. The UN's Agency for Palestinians, UNRWA, has leveled serious accusations, asserting that Israeli authorities are actively starving Gaza's civilian population, including 1 million children. UNRWA highlights its substantial food reserves, sufficient to feed Gaza's entire population for over 3 months, and urges the opening of borders to allow the delivery of vital aid. This comes amid reports of babies dying from severe acute malnutrition. The situation is further complicated by Israel's ban on cooperation with UNRWA, stemming from accusations of Hamas infiltration, allegations for which no substantial evidence has been presented. This disruption has left the U.S. and Israel-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation to manage aid distribution, a system that is struggling to meet the overwhelming needs. Food scarcity and soaring prices have become a harsh reality since Israel's March 2 blockade. The UN reports that, as of July 13, 875 individuals have perished while seeking food, highlighting the perilous conditions faced by Gaza's residents. Adding another layer of complexity, the Israeli military issued evacuation orders for areas in central Gaza densely populated with displaced Palestinians, suggesting imminent attacks on neighborhoods in Deir al-Balah. This announcement has understandably caused great alarm among families of Israeli hostages held within the targeted areas. The Israeli military statement cites ongoing operations to neutralize enemy capabilities and terrorist infrastructure, but acknowledges the lack of ground forces within these districts due to the presence of hostages. At least 20 of the approximately 50 hostages remain believed to be alive. The conflict's genesis lies in Hamas's October 7, 2023 attack on southern Israel, an attack that resulted in the deaths of around 1,200 people, mostly civilians, and the capture of 251 hostages, 53 of whom remain in Gaza. The Gaza Health Ministry's staggering figures paint a picture of immense suffering: at least 58,895 Palestinians killed and 140,980 injured since the start of the conflict. The international community watches, grappling with the complexities of this escalating humanitarian crisis and the urgent need for a cessation of hostilities and a pathway towards lasting peace.